What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well today. I'm sending this video to you after having done a little bit of research on your website and looking at your online presence. I hope you find it helpful. So I'm going to jump right in here and show you what I'm looking at. I've got your website right here in front of me, and I can see that you guys have done a great job of putting this together. There's a lot of great visual effects on here. It gives your customers or potential clientele enough information to know what you guys are about, and a lot of visually appealing images, which is great. The one thing I would say is that it's lacking content. And content is important because it's one way that Google can find you. And when Google can find you, your clients can find you. So that's definitely something I would add, is a lot more content. Think Wikipedia. Wikipedia is usually holds the top spot for just about anything you search on Google, and it's because of all the content they have, and it's also because of all the linking they have throughout the website. That's just a couple of the reasons. As I look through Google, and when I did a Google search of your specific company name, Alive AV, Alive Media Audiovisual Services, I can see that you guys have a Google My Business already set up, and that's great. It looks like you've also got a few reviews already, which is good. It looks like one of those was possibly from Adam himself, and that's okay. It's definitely something that you can add to as you go. A great way is to reach out to customers that you've had or customers that you're currently serving and see if they'd be willing to add a review for you. And that's a great way to just increase your presence online, is through those reviews. Beyond the Google My Business search, when I look for audio visual companies in Sacramento, if I were to just take the Sacramento location for now, I believe you guys do services outside that area, but we'll start with Sacramento. I would find looks like two of your main competitors, I'm sure you're aware of, are Sight and Sound Audiovisual and A&G Audiovisual. And so I went ahead and looked at their websites and can see that they've both done a great job with their websites also, but not a lot of content on their websites. They've also got that missing, and but they are also ranking well for being an audio visual company. I can see that not only so when I go back to that Google search and I'm looking at audio visual companies, I can see that they're not only in this Google Map placing, we call that the Google Map Pack, but they're also ranked in the organic listings of Google, and having both those spots is really important. So I can see Sight and Sound here, and I can see A&G here. So I want to go over and show you a tool that I use to get more information on how these websites are ranking in those positions. Looks like my website went down, my tool website went down, so give me 1 second here. Hopefully it'll pop right back up. So the first website I want to look at is your website, aliveav.com. So I've plugged that into my tool, and it gives me a bunch of different information. So right off the bat, I can see that there's only two other website domains out there that are sending backlinks, and backlinks are votes. So I can see that out of those two domains, we've got 7 votes going to your website, which is on the low side. From those backlinks, I can see that you guys are being ranked for a small number of keywords. Now, if I go to the keywords and look and see what the keywords are, I can see that you're currently just ranking for AV Alive. So that means that the user would have to type that specific word into Google, and then you would be ranking in position 20 on Google for that word, which tells me there are other companies or other people out there who are ranking for that word much higher. So why that's important is because we want to get you ranking for keywords that are more specific to your company. We're looking for words that the user, potential clients, would be typing in that would lead them to your company on the web. And currently there isn't enough of that. When I go and look at one of your competitors, let's take Sight and Sound. I'm going to grab their domain. Actually, specifically, I'm going to grab their URL and I'm going to plug it into the tool here. When I plug that into the same tool, I can see that they have a higher number of domains, pointing a lot of votes back to their website. And then I can also see that they are ranking for a much higher number of keywords. This is why they are ranking as well as they are in the Google organic list. Okay, and I'm not going to go too much further into the information on this tool and what's included. We could definitely dive into that if that was something you were interested in. But let me grab the other website for you. This is the other competitor, and this is just two competitors I'm working with for now. But let's look at A&G. So A&G, if I were to plug their website into the same tool, I'd see some similar information. I can see that they've got a fair number of domains with a high number of votes linking back to their website. And then I can also see that they've got a fair number of keywords that they are ranking for. Okay, and again, those are keywords that are specific to the type of services that both you and your competitors provide. Okay. Just as a reference, I went ahead and I pulled up a national company just to give you an idea of what a national company looks like when you plug them into the same tool. So when I plug in Meeting Tomorrow, I plug in their website to this tool, you can see quite a bit of a difference, a drastic difference. You can see a high number of domains, you can see a great number of votes, these backlinks here. You can see they're ranking for a lot of keywords. So that means that on the user side, that they are being found in Google for a high number of words. Now, this doesn't mean that this would be a company that you would be trying to beat nationally in Google searches, but it's just to give you an example of what a national company's backend looks like and the effort that's been put into their website to gain an advantage in their online presence. So that's it for now. I just wanted to give you this brief video to give you some information about some of the services that I can provide to help your company online and get you ranked up in Google. I think this is important because while these companies are not very far ahead currently, it looks like they're actively making efforts to continue to increase their presence and maintain that presence online. And if you were to start soon, you'd be able to really start catching up into Google searches. And when you do that, it definitely can solidify your presence online. And why that's important too is because as you're able to keep those dominant spots or achieve those dominant spots on Google, that means that the number of customers and clientele that are coming knocking on your door is going to drastically increase. And even if you already have a high number of clientele currently, this means that you'd be able to choose your clientele more specifically, potentially even raise your prices, and then expand your company. And I think that could all be useful to you. So if you'd like to talk more about this and the services that I can provide to help you get there, you can reach back out to me. Dan's got my number, or you can call me directly at 916-812-1477. Hope we get a chance to meet and work together, and you have a great day.